I'm just going to record. Awesome. All right, so there are lots of things. Welcome into the Discord. I'm just going to go through the channels here. I wonder if I can make this go away. Uh, yeah, yeah. And it takes that time, kind of like any other software where you're just walking through each thing. I'm glad you're able to see this one. So in this first one, the rules, this is a static page where right now you're able to see this open up because I'm in it. And you know what? I'm gonna go into a role that's just verified, so anyone verified or above can see what I see and you're not confused because it is otherwise. And I'll just see server as that role. Good. Yes, I understand. So up here in rules under the welcome, well, yeah, maybe let's start high level. Up here at the very top, we're seeing on the far left a section that's just like a vertical bar, and then to the right there's these channels and lots of the management. The center, of course, is our main conversation area, and to the far right, this is our roles and who's kind of online to get a pulse for what's going on. So we have these main sections, and for posterity purposes, just clarifying that this is our server, the HubSpot Super Admin. You are able to go to the very top up here and hit home, and you can see the back end. This is where your direct messages are, and this is where if you are messaging individual people, it'll show up back here. This is kind of your back end conversation with individual people. So here you can do all the things you can do in the main server. It's just between you and another person. And so what that turns into is you have to friend request these people. So you can message them and until, yeah, so you have to friend them, and in order to make a group chat, which you can do, you have to be friends with them. And so part of that is, yeah, that individual one-to-one connection. So I'm going to click back over to our server. You can discover more servers here. There are public servers in the world you can go find based on your interest or topic, and you can add specific ones if you have an invite link. So that's primarily this area to go real high level. That once you bump in, up here at the top, like we're doing these office hours right now, if there's something going on, that'll always show up first. And so what Discord likes to do is contextualize based on what's currently happening. So it's timely. Things are timely for Discord. And we'll get to this later, but the threads work the same way. It's based on time. And so when we're in Discord, we want to be thinking about what it is that's happening right now or what conversations are going on right now. And so, yeah. So this event up here is live. When it's not live, this won't be here, and the top one will be events. And so there'll always be the upcoming events. When I click on that, it'll bring up this event section. And I'll be adding in the next 2 weeks of events so that people can see them ahead of time and when they're yeah, those sorts of things. So that'll always be at the top, the first one. Then we have the welcome area, and before I jump into that, there are these categories. Okay, so all of these discussion topics are staying out because there are discussions happening, but the welcome area is a category. Coffee shop is a category, discussion is a category, and geography. And so those are our overall categorical like sections. So the geography section, discussion, and the coffee shop. Within the welcome section, there are these channels that we can bump into, and we can click on each one, and then we can read or have that discussion inside there. So when it has a hashtag next to it, it's a text chat. So you can chat in there. When if I scroll down and there's a speaker next to it, that's one like we're in right now where we can hear each other. The other part of that one. Yeah. So you're immediately in an audio meeting if you choose to share a video or share screen. So I'll go into ours right now. You know, I'm sharing my screen. I could also turn on my video, okay? And you can now see me. And so what happens is basically that breakdown, which is why I asked earlier, is the hashtag ones where the text is, that's basically Slack. And when there's a speaker, that's Zoom, right? And right, exactly. And so since you've used those, you know what to expect. Instead of having to set a meeting, now you can click into it and you're in, and you click out and you're out. That's it. And so in the welcome area, we have these rules. These will be posted by me and updated. These are just for people to read through and abide by. Uh, the intro area is for you to introduce yourself at the very beginning. Up here at the top, the prompt is your favorite superhero and your favorite HubSpot tool. Something to, yeah, something fun to get the creative juices flowing. And then the other one is when new people do join, there's this little prompt that Discord's going to give us to wave to say hi, and you can click on it, and it'll post a wave to that new person to welcome them in. So that's fun. Heard. So the next one is the Get Roles channel, and this has only 3 prompts. What it allows you to do is identify your pronouns, your location, and over time you can change. Where's my name? Well, I'm looking over here on the right at everyone's names, how they're different colors. The way you change that color is by this prompt right here. If you just click, yeah, click on the color you want, and your name will change to that color. And yeah, well, it's another fun way to identify yourself. And then what's going on? This is going to be, again, one that is viewable by everyone, but that I will update based on the upcoming events. So you'll be able to see what's going on by date, but also this events at the very top. So these will be the ones where you'll click in. This channel, what's going on, is just a listing so you can see the list. And that's all that is. Now, the coffee shop is a new section, and the coffee shop has Chit Chat, which is kind of the main channel. This is where everyone's just talking, just day to day. Open this up, see what people are dealing with today. Uh, the interesting thing about, let me go through the rest of and the rest of the coffee shop has these voice channels. And next to the voice channels, there are some numbers. The private channel is limited to 2 people. And so this will be when you invite someone in, then it's just you and that other person. Right. So you don't have to be friends with them. You don't have to invite them to something. You can jump into a private one-on-one with someone in the coffee shop. And then the cool kids and the nerds table. The cool kids table and the nerds table has a limit of 12 people. And then the lounge is a bit bigger with 50 people. Exactly. Exactly. And this is ongoing. This is open. Anyone can jump in at any time. They can click over to the nerds table. It's there for us to use, and it's limited so that you can have a conversation the way you want it, and it's not 150 people and everyone's talking over each other. The other unique thing that we are seeing going on right now is in this Chit Chat channel. There are these 3 kind of like sub channels. So what are these? These are threads. So where there's this main conversation I'm looking at right here in the Chit Chat, if I click portal maintenance, now that brings up this additional conversation that's happening within Chit Chat. So I clicked right into it. I'm going to go back to Chit Chat. The other way to do it is, if I can remember my keystrokes. Yes. If you hold down Shift and you click a thread, then just like Slack, it brings it up on the right-hand side. So this is very familiar for those Slack users. This is a thread over here that's being held within the Chit Chat channel. And if I want to see the portal audits, I hold down Shift and I'll click into that, and that'll open that thread up over here. And so these are bumped out conversations from the main channel. Again, the great part about Discord being contextually time-based is that these threads will go away from right here once there is no activity. So Discord says when there's inactivity, when people aren't continuing that conversation, we're going to archive that thread. And there's an archive channel down below here where you can find them still and you can still read them. Discord is just saying no one's having this conversation any longer, and so we're going to put it in archive. So if you do want to strike that conversation back up, go ahead and comment back in the thread that you found in archive, and it'll come right back to where it was. The whole point being, who's talking about what? Yeah. Okay, so that's the coffee shop Chit Chat channel at the top. I'm going to scroll down here, and in discussion, there are topics within the discussion section that are based on what we're doing. So what you will not see in the discussion section are Service Hub, Ops Hub, Sales Hub, Marketing Hub. That will never be a channel. The focus here is going to be the things we're doing. So if the marketing is still too general, but marketing motions, we want to. This one should be broken out into email campaigns, or SEO. This one says social strategy. This one's database setup. You know, the new database tool is super helpful. So, who's setting up databases or data sets? Excuse me. And how are they doing it? So discussions will grow based on the things that we all do. And of course, there's some fun ones. The memes, um, which are always fun. We'll post challenges. In addition, these three down here, anything about certifications and who's getting them and where they're at. HubSpot suggestions is like, what do we wish HubSpot did that it doesn't quite do right now? And then HubSpot updates are kind of these. Yeah, yeah, right. Any of these updates from all of us who see, oh, this great newfangled thing that HubSpot does. Love it. Love it. So this will grow out, and actually, we have in the Chit Chat, let's see, Service Hub channels. Yes, someone was asking for more discussion topics on the Service Hub. So I am asking here, and I'd love your feedback, what it is we want to put in the discussion. So is it live chat, the customer portal, the feedback surveys, so we can add those as channels to the discussion. So I'd like to hear from people what they're working on. And then the geography is, you know, we all are somewhere. So let's represent where we're at. Let's say hi. APAC isn't in here quite yet, which makes sense. EMEA is coming in strong. Lots of European, Middle Eastern, African users. Yeah. And then similarly, there is these aren't getting used much. Nevertheless, these are channels that are available for you to jump into and have a conversation with each other on. Yeah. And so, that's good. A consolidated section of everything you need to know HubSpot. I'm gonna quote you on that. Mm, interesting. Uh, the challenges that individual people were saying that they're having and working through. Right, right. Have to go back a bit. Yeah, right, right. Agreed. It's great to workshop together how you would think about the same issue, and because not everyone's gonna think about it the same. That's fun. Right. Yeah, yeah. Right, right. That confirmation. Agreed. Some of these workflows are crazy that people posted. Oh my gosh, look at that. So yeah, so these are some of the great. That's great to hear. I love having you in and on. Uh, can you say your name for me? Because I think I said it wrong. Taryn. Okay, okay. I didn't. Okay. Well, Taryn, the understood. Understood. The the challenges I'll look forward to seeing you on and what you come up with. And DM or message me. I'll do another run through office hours. We'll do them Tuesdays and Thursdays. But yeah, please feedback on improvements. Appreciate it. Yeah, right. Agreed. More and more people I'm meeting using HubSpot. That's fantastic. Are you pushing on LinkedIn for leads? Or that was just. It is. Yeah, yeah, heard. Take care, Taryn. Right, Taryn. Bye, bye.